Blog Talk Radio.
I've been happy lately, thinking about good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Now I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be someday it's going to come. Down on the air stop, the rise of these chains. Oh, these trains take this country, but take me home again. Now I've been smiling late, thinking about good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, these trains sounding loud.
The recording has started.
Come on, these trains. This train holy road. Everyone jump upon the beat train. Come on, these trains. Now get your bags together. Go, bring your friends too. Cause it's getting nearer. Soon we'll be with you. Now come and join the live. You know it's not so far from you. It's getting nearer, and it will all be true.
Good evening to everybody, all our beloved friends and family around our planet. Welcome to Dr. Kathryn May's Blog Talk Radio Show Channel Panel. Today is August 8, 2014, and our call today is our daily channeled message. Kathryn has agreed to channel a daily message until the RV. These messages are recorded and archived on Blog Talk Radio while our retreat is ongoing in High Falls, New York, as well as on the conference call.
Muted.
Both the links for Blog Talk Radio and the conference call are posted on our Facebook page, Healing for Ascension Tour. Today's message is from the Council of 12 from Prema Swarupa, the newly created Etheric Retreat over Stone Mountain in Hudson Valley area in New York, above the Mohonk Preserve. Hello, Kathryn.
Hi, Meg. Now, let me make sure I have this set properly. Sorry, I think I had a little interference there when we had too many phones on a minute ago, but I think we're okay now. So we're recording from High Falls, where we have just been told that we could create this wonderful retreat. We had some advice from higher dimensions about how we could do that. We talked last night, and Adama talked a lot about how we had created in our trek to the top of this beautiful crystal mountain, how we had created the experience of group consciousness. And it's such a vivid experience because our awareness was that every one of us was in complete connection with every other one of us. And it had a feeling like nothing I've ever experienced before. And we've kept that process going. And sitting here in a circle, we feel it still. And we were told that because we're creating this group consciousness, it has had an effect on the ability of other groups to experience their group consciousness too, like the morphogenic field. Once you've experienced it, it grows, and it makes it easier for others. And we processed that and thought about that and were amazed at what we were able to experience, and then it just came up in the group that here we are. Suddenly, I had a picture of an etheric retreat over the mountain. And we all kind of gasped and went, right, we are creating an etheric retreat right here by feeling this group consciousness. We can create together an etheric retreat, and we began to shape it and imagine it and create it. And one of our beloved members, Mary, said, well, what she felt in this experience of group consciousness was Prema Swarupa, which is Sanskrit? Yes. Do you want to tell us?
Embodiment of love.
Oh, okay.
Prema Swarupa is a Sanskrit term meaning prema, which is divine love, and Swarupa, or Swarupa, which is the embodiment of divine love. And out of this, it is being created with our group consciousness and building this beautiful etheric retreat. So we're looking forward to continuing this new creation as other universes are being created as we speak.
Thank you, Mary. So we have, it's been amazing experiencing this, feeling what we could create together. It's just a marvelous possibility. So we already have envisioned what our retreat looks like, and the name, Prema Swarupa, meaning the embodiment of divine love, is the vision we had was that this is a retreat for masters, all masters, to experience with us the embodiment of divine love. Perhaps it will also have something to do with training for ascension. So I think that's what we're headed for here, is the perfect place to experience our training for ascension. And so we invite you all to come to our beautiful etheric retreat. It has begun as the shape, what I saw was a temple at the top of a huge staircase. And then that's what we elaborated on. And Mary said, well, I see a lotus blossom. And we all went, yes. And in the center is a great domed area that from which emanates music and probably laughter too. So just being in a room full of masters who are flowing freely in their creativity, in their love, is the most profound and inspiring feeling and experience you can have. So we invite you to our retreat so all of you can experience this, because it's just glorious. So then we were talking about, well, who's coming tonight to speak with us? And I heard the voice of our higher consciousness. And okay, how are we going to do that? So we all agreed that our higher selves are completely connected, completely in agreement, and thinking as one. And there are 12 of us, so the voice that you will hear is the Council of 12, the voice of the Council of 12. of Prema Swarupa. And so this group consciousness that we've created now has a name and a place and a voice. And so when we are together, and hopefully after we're apart, we will still be able to create this oneness, this group consciousness, which we can now all refer to and take part in and think with. So it's a really exciting possibilities. So I'll ask if there's anyone else who would like to describe or add anything to what I have just described. There, I'm sure everyone's experience of this is different, and I would love to hear what people are feeling, or how they experience the creation of this. Oh, no shyness. That's beyond what we're doing here. Who would like to speak? Oh, good. Michael.
Well, the temple is crystalline, and what's more is that it morphs according to your heart's desires, your dreams. So it's in a liquid crystal state, and we all contributed to decorating it and to outfitting it according to our heart's desires. And the end result is the one heart. Does anybody else want to add?
Thank you, Michael. I want to add something that Christine experienced. Now, would you like to describe it? The crystal heart within every... Okay, within every body. Okay, here's Christine.
Hey, it's Christine from Healing for Ascension Tour Group. And a few days ago when we activated the crystal, and you all heard that on the show together with us, and it unified the grids. It created the flow of a kind of the crystal light substance. Well, as we have gone through our own exercises and learning and visual centering this week, we had discovered that the embodiment is what really matters in conjunction with the visual centering. So as I was grounding and practicing visual centering, I realized when I focused on my heart that actually every cell in my body, every cell in our body has a heart. And within the center of the heart in every cell is a crystal. And with the activation of these crystals and this new flowing creative energy that has unified the grid, what has been also activated is this crystal center inside the heart of every single one of each of our cells. So when we say we're becoming crystalline, it is actual. And with the next step we've taken today, with our Etheric Retreat now built and active and open to absolutely everyone. In fact, we saw and heard that each time someone chooses to bring their awareness to the new Etheric Retreat, an angel sounds a bell that's in the center hall. So we have been hearing bells ringing constantly already. Very sweet. So I'm going to pass it back to Kathryn now. But I just wish from all of us, as one, we could pass on how much you're here with us and how real this is for us here that it's completely with you. We feel we are with you and you are with us. It's very real and literal to us. So with that, I'm going to send you my love and pass you back to Kathryn.
Thank you. Now,
Unmuted.
Oh, I think I made a mistake. I think I muted the meeting. So we'll see. I hope you're there. I hope you can hear me. All right. So I'm going to just sort of get tuned in here. I haven't channeled this group before, and here they are all sitting with me. This is pretty strange, isn't it? So I'm going to be channeling the higher selves of all of us in this room. So let's ask them to get close together so they can all speak to me, or they can speak to me in one voice, and I will bring through what I hear. So I'm going to just take a drink of water and dive in and see what we discover. So those of you who came to listen to the call on the start meeting, I'm sorry, I think I made a mistake here. We'll get this right yet. We'll have the channeling part available on record. So I'm going to turn this back to Meg just for a moment while looks like we can do this. All right, just give me a minute. I'm going to go. Okay. Greetings, beloved ones. Those of you on the call, those of you sitting in this room, isn't this a kick? Here we are all together, all of you in bodies, listening to your higher selves. And this is different and unusual because this is the council of the 12 souls in this wonderful group. And so I speak with one mind, one heart, one intelligence, one desire to express the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions, the passions of this marvelous group. It's nice to have a name. It's nice for those of you on the ground who can think of yourselves as a council. That's a good beginning, because it means you each have a chair, a seat at the table. You each have an equal voice because you are all ascended masters. We are all ascended masters, as are those listening to these calls. For this is who is attracted to this. Anyone who has been doing their spiritual work and has been working their way to raise their vibration is doing that because they know this is their destiny. They know this is what they came here for, as everyone here does. There is no question in the mind of any one of us that we are here to create, that we are here to do, to be of service to others, and to do what is needed to help everyone ascend. All of us have made a contract, have promised our higher selves, our God, each other, that we will bring truth, love, and joy to others so that they might raise their vibration as we are seeing them do. This week has been marvelous because all of them are pulling together, sometimes literally, sometimes psychically, to create this oneness, to make it real, to experience it, and in experiencing it, making it stronger, as each one adds their intention to keep this sacred circle, these sacred feelings. As each one comes, it becomes stronger. Here. There we go. There was a buzz on the line. So, as I was saying, as each one experiences this feeling, it creates, again, a stronger bond, a stronger thing. There is a thing, which is the relationship, the connection, the being that is the Council of 12. And that is what they strengthen. When you create love between and among the people you care for, you build something. And that thing you build has a life. And it remains. It is a living thing to be celebrated, to be experienced, to be enjoyed, and to be honored. And it takes quite a lot to give yourself over to the experience of being one with others. It means you must relinquish your ego entirely. There is no place for it's all about me in a group that wants to speak as one voice. It would be impossible. So it has to be an agreement that there will be no conflict, no competition, no worries about who's going to have a say or who's going to be recognized or what one name is and who's to get credit. There is no such thing with oneness. There is only the recognition that it feels better. It feels sweet, powerful, happy, and complete to be one with those that you love. There is nothing missing. There is no loss when you set aside your ego and decide you prefer to be 12 rather than 1. And that is the feeling. You become more. And so, we call ourselves the Council of 12. We have our Etheric Retreat, which we have named after this feeling we had. The feeling that our incarnations have together. It is Prema Swarupa. And this is the Etheric Retreat. There is no one master whose name will be attached to this retreat. It is a group of 12 who, if they wish, can remain nameless except for their experience together, which is the embodiment of divine love. What could be more profound than that? And so this creation, this beautiful, exquisite creation, is not only open to everyone here, but we're describing it for you. We're talking about it here because it's possible for all of you to create such beauty, and for all of you to join in this way, to become one with a group who is willing, who respects you and honors you as you do them, who loves what you have to bring, your virtues, your talents, your being, and your sense of being one of God's children. This is what it takes, of course, to be able to join so willingly and freely that your heart fills with love, your hopes and your dreams begin to soar, and your creativity is released. This is not new, beloved ones. There are councils in the higher dimensions everywhere where this is the norm. You've heard about the Galactic Federation. This is the feeling and the tone that they create together. It is the feeling that all the planets and all the stars and all the beings of all those planets and stars are experiencing at this moment, connecting with you. Each heart, as you've just been told, each heart is connected with every other heart, every being that lives, every consciousness, and every being is billions of cells, and every cell possesses a heart with a crystalline center. This is what you are becoming. This is what humankind was intended to be. And you are newly discovering what that enormous potential allows. It is an adjustment, even for those who have done a great deal of work. It is a shift, a complete shift in consciousness, to be able to say, we are equals. No one person is more important or higher on the ladder than any other. We each bring something extraordinary. And it does feel that way in this beautiful council, but it feels this way in every council when we meet. The people who come here to the council came because it was their intention to grow and to learn. It is the same in the higher dimensions. Everyone is growing. Yes, even the animals. even the animals, are evolving and ascending to higher levels of consciousness, higher levels of feeling and understanding and being. And so this beautiful retreat that we have created together, well, if we were not leaving behind ego, you would call it a sense of pride. But we don't feel pride in higher dimensions. We feel joy. We feel accomplishment, yes. Pleasure, fulfillment at what we have created together. And it's just a beginning, just a beginning. This will serve, this beautiful retreat, and the people who are creating it will serve to help thousands of people. There will be, besides the Etheric Retreat, this group will also be able and willing to assist many, many others to experience what they have experienced. Of course, how can you teach something if you haven't done it? This is how it makes it possible for them to create what they've just created and for them to be able to pass it on. It is a great triumph. All are feeling joyful, and I guarantee you all the masters, all the company of heaven are celebrating in great delight to see these wonderful representatives who are carrying the torch, the violet flame, the banner, the light, the golden sword, the silver sword, all of those symbols of light and love and ascension are represented here. And the accomplishments to come will be shared with great joy in all the dimensions that are open to seeing this wonderful progress that is happening on planet Earth. We use the example of this wonderful group not to create some kind of elitist mentality. This is why we began by telling you this is for others. This is so that we can be of service. And there are so many others who are so ready to be included, really to include themselves in this kind of development, elevation. Everywhere, people are waking up. Everywhere, they are searching, seeking out others who will be their partners, who will be their friends and colleagues and members, compatriots, comrades. The words really don't serve, do they? Galactic Federation sounds important, but it doesn't capture by any means the love that we feel for each other. Karmic Board sounds like some kind of prison setting where people decide about who should be released, and it's not a parole board. It's a place of great love. All the committees, the councils, are connected to one another and all serve the same purpose: to increase the love, to raise our vibration, to create conditions throughout the universes that will foster growth. Whatever dimension, whatever level, our purpose is always the same. It is to expand and to grow and to create conditions for every being everywhere in the multiverse to ascend.
Every cell. How? Possesses?
And so,
The crystallines.
Here we are, laying some groundwork, creating something as a kind of model, as a kind of descriptive demonstration for you. And we hope that you will create similar things in your life, similar groups, because as we are telling you, now that it's been done, it will be easier. There is a kind of tipping point now. You've been told about this. As the energies rise, as the crystals are being activated, as the connections are being made, the communication lines opening just in the last few days, everything is changing. It will no longer be possible for anyone to create oppressive darkness, not for any extended period of time, not like the thousands of years that you've experienced. Someone may try it. They will be indulged for a few minutes in the history of the planet, and they will not be supported. They will not be given the energy. And so that darkness will melt away. It cannot exist in the bright light of love that is being created by this kind of cooperation and energy joined together to create light. Darkness cannot thrive in this environment. So no matter how many come forward and try to stir up a little trouble, it can't last because there is no support for it now. There is no fuel for it. Every time another light worker awakens, every time another individual makes a vow, I will no longer think dark thoughts. I will no longer be anxious. I will no longer fear life. Every time another being makes that vow and sticks with it, the world changes. Be one of those, beloved ones. Be one who comes forward to say, this is my life, and I will live it at the highest vibration I can possibly generate. I will permit no darkness. I will permit no self-hatred, no anxiety, no jealousy, no competition, no rage. All of that is melting away. And what a relief it is to stand in the sunshine, to count yourself in, to know that you are one with others whose hearts are in the same place. Don't miss it, dear ones. Don't wait a moment. Count yourself in. It's all you have to do. say to yourselves, I am one with God. I am one with all those others on the planet who are raising their vibration, who are working hard to be in that glorious place of ascension. Yesterday, they climbed a mountain, and they climbed back down the mountain. And what they took with them was an experience that will be indelibly marked in all our consciousnesses. You see, we grow when they grow. Those of us in higher dimensions, you call us your higher self or your greater soul, when you grow, we are elevated. When you learn something new, we expand. And so this is why we think of you as heroes. This is why we think you're valiant. This is why we're grateful. Because you are a part of us. And you are growing. And therefore, we grow. This creation we have created together, all of us. You there on the ground, us. We used to say in higher dimensions, we're not in higher dimensions, we're right here next to you. Well, yes, we are in a different dimension, but we're not separate. You are not separate from us. You need not exert yourselves to try to make contact with your higher self. We're right here. We don't leave. We love you. We wish you well. We cheer you on. We support you. We laugh with you. We cry with you. Better, we like it when you laugh. We love the jokes. We love the songs that burst forth. When someone has an inspiration in this group, they begin singing and dancing. We love it. The freedom to be who you are. The freedom to grow with others. What could be better than that? Is there a job you could get anywhere on earth? Is there a career you could possibly find that could ever be more thrilling or more delightful than to take part in a council, than to be the ones who forge the way for others? It is thrilling. And we thank you for that. All of you in this room, in this beautiful council, and all of you who are listening. For you are a part of this project. We do it for you, and your higher selves are here with us, helping you to awaken. We're all in this together. There is no one who would be left out or excluded. There is no one who could be rejected. There is no such thing. We don't even have that concept in our minds. And this is what we wish for you as well. And so, beloved ones, we make a new acquaintance with you with great joy and celebration. We'll think of you often, and when you think of us, think of the Council of 12 of Prema Swarupa. We will be here for eternity. So there's plenty of time for us to work together, to dance together, to have fun together. We have a lot to look forward to. We send our gratitude, our love, our greetings. Namaste, all. Namaste.
Thank you very much for your message. It's a little funny to say thank you, Council of 12, but that will do for now.
Muted.
And especially for all the faces in this room, we especially thank you for your message today. But I was particularly moved by you making sure that you included all the beautiful higher selves of everyone listening to this call live, on the conference call, and also on the archive. We are all one family, and this is just a representative of what we all feel in our hearts together for this growing ascension project. So thank you for the reminder, for speaking our hearts about what we feel here, to make sure we all are experiencing that together. Hi, Kathryn.
Hi, Meg. Now let me get this open.
Unmuted.
So that was quite an interesting experience. I'm now looking around the room, and I was just talking with your higher self. No, that's not quite right. I was just channeling your higher self. And it felt great. The love that we have experienced this week was so delightful and enriching. And that's exactly what I felt when I channeled your higher selves. It's like the high point of this week, the most loving, most wonderful time we had. That's what I was feeling. I'm happy to do that anytime. So I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. I hope you've been as inspired and as excited about what is to come as we have been by doing this work together. It feels like this is just the beginning. This is a threshold of something absolutely wonderful. And I'm so happy to be part of it. I'm so happy to be here and to be able to bring these messages. So, you heard what we played earlier, that wonderful song by Cat Stevens, Peace Train. Today was an important time because there was a very large group who were getting together today at noon Eastern Time. We all joined in a meditation to encourage peace for the planet. And we saw, as we did our meditation, we sent a bolt of love to all of planet Earth. And we also saw all of the hearts, in all of the cells, in all of the human beings across the planet being ignited. And when that happens, it's not a matter of saying, we're just going to put down our guns, or I'm not going to punch this person in the nose. It's way beyond that. It becomes unthinkable. Once that is ignited, war is not even possible, because there won't be one person who would even consider picking up a gun and going to shoot their brothers and sisters. It would be completely unthinkable. And that's where we are going. This is what we can feel being born on planet Earth. And we are all a part of it. So, blessings, happy feelings, love to all of you. And don't forget tomorrow's call. Tomorrow is Saturday, 5 o'clock. Yes, we'll do 5 o'clock Eastern Time in New York. And who knows who will be coming then? Maybe there will be more to hear from the council. We'll see. So, talk to you again tomorrow night, everybody. It's been a delight. So here goes Cat Stevens singing Peace Train. Now, where is the sound? Here it goes.
Now I've been happy lately, thinking about the things to come.
So long, Mick. Till tomorrow.
Something good has begun. Now I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as well. And I believe it could be someday it's going to come. Down on the air stop, the ride the peace train. The whole peace train takes this country to take me home again. Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about good things to come. And I believe it could be something good has begun.
Are you all dancing? We're all dancing.
Peace